Today, I'm going to talk about the crazy price movements we've been seeing in the UCL cards over the past few days and how we can invest in them to make coins now and in the future. So here are all of the UCL cards that are live UCL cards, which means that if their team wins 2 out of the 3 group stage matches or the most recent group stage matches, they are eligible for a +1 upgrade. Now this is important and the prices are going crazy right now because this week is currently the second match day of the 3 that count. 2 weeks ago we had the first match day, this week it's the second match day, and in 2 weeks time we'll get the third match day, which means that yesterday and today will decide whether some of these cards are going to get a bonus upgrade of +1. Now, one of the teams that won yesterday, that has won 2 of the 3 games already, is Man City. So we have seen Man City players absolutely skyrocket. Haaland was hanging around the 40-45 million coin mark during the game when they went up, and just after the game he skyrocketed to, I think it was 65. Now he's back down to about 55. So them winning the game boosted his price, but as I said, it actually dropped from his peak of just after the game. And the reason for that is because a lot of this price movement is driven by investment. People are investing in these cards or buying these cards, trying to sell to someone else for a higher price. But not only that, people are also buying based on expectation. So with that being said, a handful of people probably bought Haaland at 60 million, thinking he would get that live upgrade either really soon or right away. Now, because it doesn't work that way, and we actually don't know when the upgrades are coming, it can come tonight, maybe it will come in 2 weeks time when all the matches are done, we don't know. But because the upgrade wasn't instant, there's now a cool off in the amount of people trying to buy him, but there's still tons of people trying to sell him, make their coins. So it's going to bring that price back down and even out, and he's probably going to even out around the 50 to 55 million coin mark until he gets his upgrade. Once he gets the upgrade, he might go back to 65 or higher, but we won't know until then. And we don't know, like I said, when the upgrades are coming. Another one that saw a bit of market movement, Ruben Diaz. He's up to about 22 million coins now. Alvarez as well absolutely took off. As you can see, the graph isn't even keeping up with the true price. He's up to 2.15, which is almost his highest price ever. And that's just a few guys from one of the winning teams. I want to now show you someone who didn't win, but because he had such a good performance, he saw crazy market prices. And that is Openda. And you can see by the graph here. So during the match, it was RB Leipzig versus Man City. And in the first half, Openda scored 2 goals. And you can see there that crazy spike up in value or up in price was due to him performing well in the match, right? People are trading during the match, expecting now that RB Leipzig are going to continue on or they're going to win the match. And therefore, Openda might hit an 86 rated with the +1 upgrade. That's helpful for exchanges. It also just makes him better in teams. So everybody was investing in this card. And as soon as Man City came back and scored 3 goals to win the game, his price crashed. And I talked about this Sunday when I did mention this as one of the better ways to invest right now. A lot of it is gambling. People are just betting on the fact that a team will win, or they're betting on the fact that a team or a player will get an upgrade that will make them more valuable in exchanges. It's all betting to a degree. So with that being said, if we want to make a good amount of coins from this, we have to, instead of betting on the cards, bet on the fact that people are going to bet on the cards. We know people leading up to games, and Tchouaméni is a great example, buy up these cards expecting Real Madrid to do well. Now, like I said, that is a gamble. That is a bet. So instead, the better way to go about this, and this goes for this round of group stage matches, it's going to go for the round of 16, the semifinals, quarterfinals, everything. The safest way to invest in these UCL cards is to buy them well before the matches take place and sell them all on match day or right before the match starts. So an example of this is I actually bought almost 30 copies of Tchouaméni, and I bought him about a week ago for 600 and I think 30,000 coins a piece. And as you can see, he's now up to a 1 million. And I think before the match or during the match, he could go to 1.1, 1.2. Now yesterday, he actually went up to like 1.3, 1.4, which is pretty funny. He's come back down. But what I did was I bought well before the match, and I bought him because he plays for Real Madrid, and people are usually going to bet on Real Madrid to win. That's number 1. Number 2, he's an 85, and if he gets a +1 upgrade, he becomes an 86, making him eligible for other important exchanges. And 3, he's a popular player that a lot of people know in a position that people find important. So he has everything going for him. So for example, for him, Real Madrid is going to be playing in I think 2 or 3 hours time. I'm probably going to sell off all my copies. If they win, he might go up even more in value. That's fine. But if they do, I'll just buy him back when he dips in price after the game, because he likely will, and then resell him when he gets this +1 guaranteed upgrade, whenever that is. But the important thing is to not bet on the fact that they could win, because they could lose, and if they do lose, he's not going to go from 1 million to 900,000. He's going to go from like 1 million to 700k, 600k. People will fire sell him. It's not rational, but it's the way it is. But with that being said, I also want to show you a different investment that I made. I won't go too far into it, but you could see Sanchez and João Felix. These are 2 cards that I picked up over the past few days. I picked up quite a few copies, as you could see, and the reason why is because these are 83 rated cards. If they get the +1 upgrade, which Sanchez has a possibility of doing so today, and João Felix will have the possibility of doing in 2 weeks' time, if they get that +1 upgrade, they then become an 84 rated attacker. And the cheapest 84 rated attackers in the game are about 800 to 900,000 when exchanges that require them are out. So with that in mind, because these guys were in like the 200,000 coin range for so long, if they were to get that upgrade, it would be a huge increase in their price, going from the 200 to like 800, 1 million coin mark. Now, I bought my Sanchez's pretty late. As you could see, for a while he was like 170. I bought mine at 375. As you can see, I could probably buy some more right now at around that price, but I'm going to hold on to him because I think he's going to do decently well. João Felix is someone I bought last week for, I think it was 230,000 coins a piece. Yesterday, he was selling for 400k. Now he's about 375. Things are going to fluctuate. I'm going to be patient, but this kind of play is something that a lot of people are doing in general. If we actually go over to the UCL cards and we look up 83 rated attackers, people have been investing in guys like this for quite some time because it is quite a lucrative play. I know a lot of people were doing Kubo. You could see he went from 200k to 500k in the matter of what, a couple days? And already Højlund is going from 170 to 260 because Man U are playing today. And so those were a few examples of how these players are moving in price and why they're moving in price. If they win their 2 matches, if they do well in the UCL, they move in price because they're now going to get a +1 upgrade. If they don't do well, they crash in price. But a lot of the price movement is based off of expectation. People expect Man City to win, so their players go up in value before the match even starts. And even if they win, they go down in value afterwards until they get their overall upgrade. And this will be happening throughout the entire tournament, so this is a great way for us to make some coins, play the ebbs and flows. But if you want to keep the risk as minimal as possible, like I said, sell into the hype, sell into people betting on who's going to win. Don't actually be one of the people betting on them to win, because you could always lose that bet. So with that being said, I have a handful of players I'm going to sell off today. It's not just Tchouaméni and Sanchez and João Felix. I have plenty of different players. That's another thing to keep in mind. Make sure you diversify. Buy many different players across different teams, different leagues, different overalls. Try to diversify as much as possible. It reduces your risk. So with that being said, that is pretty much all for the UCL cards at the current moment. I will keep you guys more updated on them, but the other investment opportunity for today is the fact that the weekly exchanges are resetting tonight. And if they do reset and we do get another 88 to 91 that gives out red or blue tokens, and it requires 84+ rated attackers, midfielders, and defenders again, there's a very good chance that those cards go up in value once again like they did last week. But with that being said, I hope this video helped you guys out. Let me know what you guys are investing in the comment section down below, or what wins you've had if you don't want to reveal your investments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.